Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Trojans will kick it away to start. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. Offense set on first down. Power football with the run. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, Dave.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. They convert on third down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
What a nice run there. And from the beginning of time, Michigan football has been synonymous with running the football. You can think back to Tyrone Wheatley, Anthony Thomas, Chris Perry, Hassan.
And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Wolverines. And once he got loose, it was all over.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. First down for the offense. They'll try the outside to the left. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. He uncorks one deep. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Trojans.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
Offense getting set for first down. To the air, it's Turbin. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man on the right. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The lone back's got it. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Now on the option. Quarterback gets enough. Got a lot of running room. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
Give the offensive line tons of credit on that running play. Just working really well as a unit right now. They're being physical. They're getting a lot of push. And you see guys working up into the second level, getting hats on hats, linebackers and DBs as they try to get involved. This O-line right now is really showcasing their physicality.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
You've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defenses. He's scored a boatload of touchdowns this season. You're anticipating him getting the football here.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Knocked down for the tackle.
Well, you know if you're this offense, you're dialing up this running back. He has been a scoring machine all season long. He just finds his way into the end zone, and this is a golden opportunity to put 6 up on the board with that guy in your backfield.
Fourth and goal from the 3, and the offense will stay out there and try to finish the deal. Try to barge their way in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. He rifles one deep down the middle. Fires into traffic, picked off. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
QB never saw the defender. He's staring his receiver down, telegraphing his throw, and the DB jumped all over that.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
This offense has a second down play. The give to the left side. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Brings it in down the left side. He's into the open down the middle. Touchdown, Trojans. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Virginia Tech is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Michael Vick should never be counted out of any game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Eastern Michigan. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. On the run, it's Luck. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score tied 14-14.
And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it. Finds a crease at the 20. He's got 93 yards on the ground, and what a season he's having. It's almost certainly going to be a 1,000-yard campaign.
We know this guy is in contention right now for the Heisman Trophy, and this late in the year, if you're going to bring that home, You got to put up big stat games, right? Had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again today. He is turning it on late this season.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. And you saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep.
Yeah, and it's also hard when you get in the red because what do we do on defense? We bring in all the big bodies. So there's not a lot of space in there to run. I like getting the ball on the perimeter. You toss it out there and you run it back. He gets out there faster. Got a positive game. Still a couple plays here left too.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
With the run on first and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Number 3.
Man, oh man, what a day. His third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything. And padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
Michigan 21. USC 14.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored Jesse this. He wants to take the top off. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. And he'll pick up one. It brings up second and 9.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close at the line of scrimmage.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. Back to throw, it's Turbin. Blasted as he lets it go. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
A third and long coming up here. These corners going to give them some space. And the pass hits, picked off. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
That's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Little touch pass to the receiver. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And listen, they didn't get the huge playoff in that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. It's still a successful play.
Safe completion on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
The Trojans have this offense rolling. Gets it out quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but, man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Going to try to pop one on the screen. He just steamrolling the defense.
Well, this offense has come out slinging the pill. They are throwing it. They're trying to be aggressive. We're only in the 2nd quarter, guys. Already, this guy has over 200 yards passing.
And the Trojans will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. A run for the quarterback. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Using the quick game. And that one did not work.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. They'll go to the air. They're trying to get to him. Buys a little time. They won't let him in. He had a nose for that end zone, but he will be stopped short. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. They're thinking touchdown here on 4th and goal. The kicker stays on the sideline. They'll try to blast their way in. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. The give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
He'll toss it. Keeping it on the ground, trying to create a little space, and he was stopped in his tracks at the 3. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
No doubt offense wants to keep running the football to win this game, but I'm wondering if they're starting to go to the well too often. They got to start showing some new wrinkles here at the center.
And would they dare be aggressive on 3rd down this deep in their own territory? Looking to pass. It's Turbin. Out of the backfield, he's open. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The defense calls a timeout. Their 2nd of the day as they try to get their act together. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He only needs a sliver of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, USC.
What a great return. The home crowd needed something to rally around. You're down. You needed to spark. You needed to make a big play. And the punt returner says, I got this. Great job following his blocks, making the big play, turning this crowd upside down.
And he made the extra point without problem. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia Tech is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 11 to Eastern Michigan. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fair catch, called for and made. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot. You got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Fires to the tight end. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Handoff to the lone back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. And the Wolverines with the 1st and 10. Defense backing up, trying to keep everything in front. Quick completion to the right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Now on 2nd and short after that pickup. They'll go to the ground. Shakes off the tackle. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. The Wolverines want to move quickly. They'll give it to him again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking downfield, it's Turbin trying to get to it. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. He's got his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Touchdown, Michigan! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So here comes the kickoff after the touchdown, and the last thing you need right before the half is to give up a big return. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's able to work his way on the return up to the 23 before he steps out of bounds. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Trying to find his man on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. They make the stop, and that is the end of the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. And the Wolverines will kick it away to start the 2nd half. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little 2nd half running the football ball right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the 2nd half so that they can win this game.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Quarterback checking off. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed, and the returner goes down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Caught in the backfield, it's Walter. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He couldn't quite get loose on that return. He'd already made the play, and they've got it at the 35.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quick pass on the jet motion. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line getting set on 2nd down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Fires to the right. Pulls it in. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
This defense is going to have their hands full trying to defend the pass with all of these weapons they've got on the perimeter of the field. That is a great job bringing a dangerous target down right away after he catches the slant.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Got a wide open receiver. Touchdown, Southern Cal! What a grab and go for the score.
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Virginia Tech is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Michael Vick should never be counted out of any game. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Eastern Michigan. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Fighting off the defender. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right, and having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll try to get the edge on the left. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. They'll give it to the back. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Wolverines. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Number 18, set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And now the ball is knocked free. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Very rarely do you have a play on defense where you've got 30 yards head of steam built up to come make a collision. On kickoff and kickoff return, you do. And a lot of times you see big sticks and fumbles happen as a result.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
42, USC, 28.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18.
Take over, 1st and 10.
Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
And back to the air on 2nd down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Fast, physical, and disruptive, Michigan has a rich and storied history of guys up front who can make life miserable for a quarterback.
Just dudes. I mean, guys that win matchups. Guys that, you know, if it's going to be a pass rush on the outside, one-on-one on a tackle, they can go get him at the defensive end spot. And we can mention names, and Hutchinson recently, one of the higher picks in the NFL draft, but always guys that play the same way.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And that did not help the cause as the punt is marked dead just inside their own 35. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After misfiring, it's 2nd down. Handoff to the single back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Fires to the big fella. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw, and it keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
The end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Michigan 42, USC 28.
2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Trying the left side. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes.
Take over 1st and
10. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He'll come out throwing on first down. Gets it to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. That play looked as if it had a chance to be productive, but the open field tackle stopped it.
And it's tough to get a running back one-on-one on the ground in the open field. You want guys swarming to the football to try to make that play. But understand that guy's a weapon. Good job by the defense seeing it, breaking on the football, getting it on the ground.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes, when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
They're going to try to throw for it on third down. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Unloaded just as he throws. It's incomplete, and they stop him on fourth down.
And I get it. At this point in the second half, dude, we got to make something happen. We haven't been good enough. We got to score a lot of points, and quickly. You got to be aggressive. They tried. They failed again. This game is all but over.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
And the Wolverines are threatening on first and goal. Trying to pound their way in. Touchdown, Michigan! And the pummeling has started. They've now extended that lead, and they're trying to hang on for a Week 12 victory. He makes his way into the end zone for the 50th time in his career.
Man, what a mark to hit. A guy that's so good with the football in his hands. A guy that every single week you know this guy's going to touch the football. And when he gets near the end zone, Palmer, you still know he's going to get it, and he still punches in it.
He's the unstoppable force. It doesn't matter what defenses have done throughout his career. This guy finds a way to make people miss, to run away. He's got all the tools you look for in an outstanding running back.
Offense is ready to go back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Well, it's been that kind of day here tonight. They just have not been able to find a rhythm and establish that throwing the football. Part of it has been wide receivers and quarterbacks not being on the same page, but you got to give this defense credit, too. Just like that last play, they have been getting after him.
And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. space at the 25. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Touchdown, Wolverines! And the stomping has commenced. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Finds him out of the backfield. At the 35, he's loose. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a 1st down.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the 2nd effort, getting the extra yards and getting the 1st down.
He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
Five receivers across the formation. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. At the 45 on his way. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, I'll give this offense some credit because they've got a lot of fight. There is no quit in them, and they're obviously trailing by a big amount in this game. They haven't had a lot of success, but they're still taking shots, and their players are still out there competing.
Makes the grab. Bringing the heat. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Gain on the play. It's now 2nd and goal.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
It's now 3rd and goal.
This is a big moment for this offense. You keep the ball this long, you have to finish the deal. 3rd and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
A 4th quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on 4th and goal. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. With a deficit like this, unless you just want to get your field goal kicker some work, you might as well go for it and try to get a touchdown. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. With a virtually insurmountable deficit this late in the game, might as well try to put a little window dressing on it. They'll go for it, 4th and goal. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Takes the handoff. It's Luck. Got a little space. And the runner is down, and so is a flag. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll leave it with him. Finds a crease at the 20. Open runway ahead. He's inside the 40. At the 20. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently, their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinator. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to advance on the football.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season.
He lets one fly deep. And it's his 4th interception of the night. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them. An absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the